Pastor James is the vision bearer.
But I just stand here. This occasion, when you've turned up to stand with me for the work that God has called me to do back in Uganda, I'm giving just a brief background of this work. I began Christ the Rock Worship Center in 2004, February. We began in a hall where we were renting. We moved in a dilapidated place which was under construction. We stayed there for some time, for some years. The place was a construction site actually. We began in a construction site which is now called Nadia High School. By that time it was under construction, but somehow the owners gave us permission to use part of their hall, pulled out these, I don't know what to call them. It's a storied house, but now the sticks which we are holding the slab, we pulled them away, and then we began church there. We didn't have any seats. We were using bricks to sit on. By the time we began, the ladies would pile a few bricks and then put on their handkerchiefs to sit on. So from there we raised, over the years we were able to raise money and buy a plot and then put up a temporary structure. I think a number of you have got our brochures. So after some time, we were able to raise money in our humble congregation and we were able to buy a little plot. It was 25 decimals. Then along the way, we continued raising funds among ourselves and we added on. We were able to raise more money and we bought another part. But all during that time, we were using a temporary structure, a wooden structure, which you are going to see on that brochure. We're using that temporary structure. It's a wooden structure. We've been using it since 2009, and it's quite old and eaten. So, meanwhile, as we began using that structure, we began applying for the permission to build from the Kampala City Council. But for those of you who know bureaucracy over there back at home, the permission to build does not come easy. So we began praying and fasting. The church really put in effort in prayer and fasting until it was last year that the Kampala City Council was able to grant us permission to build. As I talk now, that structure that you are seeing there, it's almost giving way. It's quite old and eaten by ants, to be truthful. In other words, it's due for demolition. It's not habitable. But we've been praying and we are praying that it will stand until we are able to raise a permanent structure. The permission was given to us in July last year, and I was able to come here. I shared with some of you, and some of you were able to stand with me. A few others promised, and I'm still waiting for the fulfillment of the promise. And I thank God for all that you've been able to do. So we were able to, between last year and now, to raise that structure to where you see it now, to the roofing stage. Praise the Lord. I want to thank you, Alpha and Omega. I want to thank Power Center and all others that have been able to stand with me, Power Center, Mitcham, and every individual. I've been able to talk to individuals. There were some who really stood with me, especially from Christ the Rock in Mitcham. So friends, without saying much, I'm here once again to solicit your support. Praise the Lord. To ask for your support, we are going for the roofing stage. Where we are now, the engineer, from his calculations, that roofing is going to cost, maybe you can see it from the artistic impression, it's going to cost 118 million. That is his budget, just the roofing alone, because they are going to use metallic trusses, metallic bars all across the roofing, then put on top of that, then put on the iron sheets welded together. So, without saying much, friends, children of God, I know whatever you do or whatever you sow, you are sowing for the kingdom. Some of you have been, a few here have been able to visit me. I thank God that even another team of Ugandans are here who have been there. Pastor Karen and her husband, Mr. Mwesigwa, is here. They've been at my church premises. They know what I'm talking about. Thank God that we again met in London. So friends, my appeal is for your support that we do this work. I pastor a relatively humble congregation in which the Lord is doing a great work. Most of my members are predominantly slum dwellers. Those of you who know Kaboa, Wanguluku area, that make up the biggest number of my congregants. But God has been with us. Where they are now is not how they were 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I began a church there. The Lord has been doing a great work among those people from very humble settings, because a number of them were no income and others were low income. But with prayer and teaching, we are seeing the Lord transform that area and those people. Those who saw them 15 years ago can tell that really God has been at work. Praise the Lord. Briefly, those are my few words. I need your support for this work. I believe your support in this venture will not be in vain. In Uganda nowadays they call it a tofali, a brick. Contribution to any brick building project is referred to as a tofali. That's why I'm standing here. I believe and I know every penny that is given to that venture is faithfully used. Personally, maybe I don't need to say this, but it's my commitment to God that I don't use any penny from what I receive towards that building project. And I've endeavored not to do it, and I don't intend to do it, because I want to see the work of God completed. When it rains, there is a way even rain can enter. But we are enduring all that for this season because we believe with your assistance we can build. I think I can speak as far as that. One word is enough for Mwesigwa. I thank you for your coming. And I thank you. That's an expression of support. So, with those few words, I look to God, but again, I look to you, because God does not work out of the blue. He uses human beings like you and I to support this work, so that even when you come to Uganda, I believe when you pass by and you see the work you've done, because I've been telling a few people that this work is going to outlive us. A time will come when Pastor James Mwesigwa will sleep and others of my generation, including you. But the structure that we will have put up for the Lord will stay. Who knows, maybe your grandchildren, either there or even over here, will be among those who will fellowship in that. We call it a permanent sanctuary. So, friends, stand with us as we construct the permanent sanctuary. As I talk now, that is the next phase, is the roofing stage, and it's roofing takes a lump sum. You first gather funds together because you cannot roof a quarter, with the bricks, whatever they put there, you build and stop where you stop. Then after when you get some money, you add on. But with roofing, you first put everything in place, then you embark on that major work. I believe when we roof, the rest we can complete or finish while we are under that structure, because this wooden one, as you've seen it, is risky. It's due for demolition. Thank you very much. God bless you as you stand with us.
It's time to take action. So whatever you can do, please do, in the interest of supporting the work of the Lord. And God will richly bless you. We reflect on what the pastor has been saying concerning the work of putting a roof on the house of the Lord.
Thank you, my God.